Good morning, guys. This is W4DTX Dave here. Congratulations on passing your amateur technician exam. One of the things I'd like to do is show you how you can go in and find out if your license or your call sign has been issued. The first thing you want to do is you want to select on the FCC database in Google, and you find it, and it comes up with this. This is the generic. We want to first go to advanced license search. And if a lot of FCC licenses are issued each and every day. So if you were to broadly search for licenses, it would be an enormous amount of listings. So we want to narrow it down. So on advanced license search, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select only amateur radio. We don't care about public safety or business class. We want to look at HA and HV. So hold down the control key, and you can select two, amateur and vanity for amateur. Then we want to select our state, so that's going to narrow down. We're only looking for licenses in the state of Georgia. You could put city, but Georgia's going to be enough. So it's amateur license for state of Georgia, and we want to select on the date, we want to select grant date, and we'll put 2/9/2019, and right now the default is today, but if you wanted to go in and put in 2/21 to look all the way up until 2/21, of course, nothing's going to be issued between now and 2/21 that'll be listed, but then you do a search. And then this initial search is going to come up with today, right now, it's 18 records. So you can search 2 pages to see if your name's here. And that's how you find your call sign. Another thing you can do is, I'll show you what when your call sign is listed, what it'll look like. We'll put in my call sign, W4DTX, and we'll just do a search on it. And it comes up with, it'll show 2 people have had this call sign. First of all, it shows that the active one is me. Now an expired one is Wayne Dalton, and his expired 11/10/2007. And mine's an HV, which means it's a vanity call sign. And you can go in and click on my license and see some of the information on it. It does show my address, like I was telling you guys on Saturday. It will show you your home address or whatever address you put on your form. A lot of people like to change their address to a P.O. box because of this reason. But anyway, this license was granted, my call sign was granted on 12/30/2014. It expires on 12/30/24. Now the reason it's effective from 1/15/2016, which is about a year later, is because, or 2 years later, because that is when I upgraded my license from a general to an extra. And you can go down here and see amateur data. It says I'm an amateur extra. It says I'm a previous operator class was general, and my previous call sign used to be KM4FQX. And that's the information that you can see on your license. So again, good luck, and we hope to see the licenses coming by Friday is going to be very, very quick. It's happened before. It could happen this time. I hope there's not a government shutdown which slows it down even more. We'll just have to wait and see and keep checking every day, probably starting on Thursday. And I'll do the same for you guys and let you know on an email. Anyway, this is Dave, W4DTX, saying 73.